Oh, hey.
Yeah, now that we don't have the guest here right now, let's practice the thing with the hands. Legends assemble.
Hopefully they'll be here soon.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work.
Okay. So you see what I'm doing?
No.
Basically, I'm just holding. It doesn't matter which hand.
Yes.
You're doing one hand straight up and one hand underneath.
But I have to go like this with my hand. You know what I mean?
I do too.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I disagree. I think it's easier from your side. So hopefully we get to
hey Kiwi, what's up? How you doing? Fry said poor Nick is fumbling. What's up, Fry? What's up, Kiwi? How's it going? The legends have assembled. We're ready for NickyBato tonight.
You know what this does? This tests our performance-ship.
What do you mean?
Something goes off script and we have to improvise.
Nothing's off script.
No, nothing. Script.
I saw the craziest car accident here on the way here, and it was annoying me how people stop to look at it.
Wait. Can I ask you something first?
Yeah.
Where did you go this weekend?
New Hampshire.
Were the post office workers on strike?
No.
Oh, okay. No, because I was up to so much last night. What did I do last night? What did I do? I got a Little Caesars pizza. That's what I did.
Oh, that's
So
that's
I
cool.
couldn't go. You're right.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing I didn't ask.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't ask. So anyway, how was your trip to New Hampshire?
It was good. It was really, really fun. I went there, hung out with Madrone, worked on some like project stuff that he's got going on. We're in cahoots with, and then there was this cool like taco tour for Cinco de Mayo weekend. Just like it was just like they closed down like one of the main streets and then just get a bunch of like every restaurant, every single business on the whole thing makes like their own taco, and then they just like are outside like selling
Even the non-Mexican places.
even the non-Mexican
okay.
places, yeah,
I like
everywhere, yeah. It was pretty sweet, yeah.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah. We played at the Rivoli, yeah. The Rivoli, we got a gig at the Rivoli. What's up, Madrogo? But on the way back, I saw that there was like this nasty accident, and then like there was a bunch of traffic, so I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's an accident. I hope not. But I get up there, and it was like a really nasty accident. But then I'm like, we're driving by, I'm like stopped behind someone, and there's literally one car in front of me, and then it's all open.
Yeah.
There. So the person is literally stopped just to reach over and look at the accident. And I was like, are you like sick in the head, dude? Like the rubbernecking.
I think I empathize with that guy.
You empathize with rubbernecking.
Because yes, in a perfect world no one would do it. But if you wait in that line and you get to the front, yeah, you have a right to do it. At that
you're waiting in line.
You waited. That's what, like, yeah,
you're waiting in line to see wreckage, not to go where you're going.
No, that's
that what you're saying.
I don't have a strong moral backbone to be like, I can't be the one who
I beeped at them, and then
I can't be the guy who breaks the cycle. You know.
I had no problem doing it. I was like, we gotta go, dude. It's like we're all on a mission here to go wherever we want to go. You say a prayer for the what happened here. You don't like it was just so like you know what I mean, like it was obviously it was a pretty bad accident, and it's like you can just imagine what is there. You don't really need to like look over, you know what I mean? It's like if you're like rubbernecking to like look at a body with a sheet over it and stuff, and like what I mean, like it's just like you're gross, dude. You're sick.
Was there really a body with a sheet? No way.
Yeah, dude. Okay. So like
all right.
Well,
I would look.
You would definitely look. Well, here's the thing. There was it was no traffic. You can't be caught with like that's like beat panic almost. If you're at the front of the line, no cars in front of you, you can't do it.
So the accident was already out of the way. Is that what you're saying?
The accident was on the sides. Yeah. Okay. And there was like a car, like the front of it totally smushed. You know what I mean? Like if there was matter in the driver's seat, it's no longer solid. So like. It's like you don't need to like look at that, I don't think.
Well, it is an inconsistency in society that everyone rubbernecks, but when I send people gore videos, they're always like, "What's wrong with you? How could you watch that?" And in
Gore
real life,
videos.
everyone's such a
In real life, they're
everyone's
nasty.
such a high horse.
They're nasty
yeah, and then when
about
in
it,
real
yeah.
life, they're just as sick as me.
That's true. At least you have kept it honest.
Yeah.
You kept it honest, and yeah.
You know what You know Cinco de Mayo, right?
No.
You ever had someone say to you, "What day is Cinco de Mayo?" It's the 5th of May this year. But what there's always this conversation with Cinco de Mayo where it's like, oh, it's like Mexican Independence Day, and then someone goes, no, it's not. But then I never actually hear what it is.
Yeah. So we just keep it a stack. That's what
So in my head, I think of Cinco de Mayo as Independence Day, but not really.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it means.
So what would be like the American equivalent, like any other like federal holiday, like Memorial Day or like Labor Day? That's like Independence Day, but not really.
Yeah. But there's something about the day of Cinco de Mayo. Like obviously something happened on May 5th. I don't know what.
I think just Canelo fights every weekend.
You should know this.
I don't. What do you mean I should know this? I should know this. What do you mean? I feel like we're both the same degree away from
now we are
a Mexican person in our life. Jonathan
Yeah, no.
and my uncle.
Now we're the same
My
level of
straight
whiteness.
uncle.
I got it.
No, we're not. I'm obvious. That is obviously you are much whiter than me, and I don't know why you can't stomach it. But
Oh, no, because we don't. Neither of us know what it is. So
this is the great equalizer.
Yeah.
Is Cinco de
you
Mayo.
think you would know? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's pull it up and take a look. It's when they won resisting against the French occupiers. Kiwi says.
Oh, I'll drink to that.
Here we go. The Battle of Puebla.
If you cook the French, that's cool with me.
You cooked the French.
If they thoroughly beat the French army, I think that is worthy of a holiday. Yes.
What is your obsession with yardsticking who's white and who's not
No,
white? I feel like it is.
No, it's just interesting.
I feel like you use it both ways too.
You're like
you say that. No, what were you to
I was
say?
gonna say you're like Drake.
I'm like Drake.
You're like Drake.
Are you serious?
You love the culture until it's time to know anything about it. Then it's. I mean, come on, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh yeah, you knew so much about Cinco de Mayo.
I didn't.
I'm not Mexican.
Oh yeah.
You in a previous episode told me that I shouldn't know anything about coquito because I'm not Puerto Rican.
No,
and now, yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
And then you said, oh, Jonathan's supposed to know something about coquito because he's Mexican. And now you're doing it to me. You're saying you were trying to lambaste for doing that, and you're doing it to me. You're like, oh, you're Latino at all. You should know something about Cinco de Mayo.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought every Latinx person celebrated Cinco de Mayo.
Did you just say it was Mexican Independence Day, or you thought it was Latinx Independence Day?
I might have said it was a Mexican Independence Day.
But in
my head, I thought, why not?
You know when Venezuelan Independence Day is? You'll never guess.
When?
May 4th.
That's actually what I was gonna say. Is it really?
Let's look it up.
So why don't they just make it like a whole weekend?
Is this it? They have an independent. July. Oh, Cinco de Julio. Sorry, it's July 5th. I got my like fun fact mixed up. It's the Cinco de Julio.
How come all the
there we go.
independences happen during the summer? Is that when people really start fighting?
It's just so hot.
Yeah, you just want it over with.
See, why'd you call me Drake? That's messed up right now.
Oh, right now it's messed up.
It's also messed up all the time.
Yeah.
I don't really. May the 4th be with you. Thank you, Ollie. Ollie, what's going on, legend? Thank you for coming through. Cinco de Julio.
Wait, go back to Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. Let's go back to that one. Yeah, what do you want to see? Just skim.
Is that, hold on, go up, go up, go up. Napoleon III. The opening of the French chambers in January 1860. Napoleon III announced he would withdraw French troops from Mexico. Is Napoleon III, like, is that the Napoleon everyone knows? No, that guy's Italian, right?
This guy doesn't look like the short guy with the hat. You know, why wouldn't the Wikipedia page be him with the hat, right? This is the guy.
That's
the one.
That's
everybody. Louis Napoleon.
Okay.
Louis. He was born Luigi Bonaparte. There you go. You knew the lore. Okay. Everything.
So they're related?
Yeah, that's the Cinco de Mayo one is his son.
But he's French.
Yeah, he was born in Paris.
So they're Italian and French.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the lore is.
Oh, it's his brother.
What do you mean?
Kiwi. So that's his brother. Wait, so they were both half Italian and French?
But this is the guy with the hat. You know what I'm saying? This is his dad.
Is that a singular hat? There could be a few of those out there.
You think everybody had this hat? Kiwi, I think you're mistaken, actually. So,
hey, Cece.
Hi, Cece. Thanks for coming through. Kiwi, Napoleon the First is not the Napoleon we're talking about. We're talking about the Italian one.
This is the guy. That's the guy, right?
How are you so sure? Because he looks like you now?
That guy does look like me.
He does look like you. I'm trying to see. All right, let's see. There we go. This looks like you, dude.
They were so confident that we'd be able to differentiate them. They were all calling themselves Napoleon.
Dude, you know, he's doing the stomach thing. That's another, like, telltale sign. Like this is you.
That's when you have candy when you're walking into the movie theater.
Well, let's see. Let's see. He was...
Thanks, Cece.
Let's see.
That's Nick.
That is Nick, it is. I was trying to do, like, a thing like, he died this day, you were born this day. But
okay.
It's probably still you. There's just probably a couple people between you, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there is, like, a couple steps between Napoleon and Nick. Like, there's no way you could bridge 1840 or 1820.
So let me ask you
something. How did they not bury him for 20 years? Isn't that crazy? What was he doing? Was he just sitting around? What were they doing with his corpse?
What's
up?
Ooh, I'm getting a call from our guest. Should I step out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll be right back.
We may have a guest tonight. What if they put him in a tomb?
Hello?
Oh, I see. So,
hey.
Cecilia, so they, like, bury... What? When would they say... Are you saying the burial was the tomb? Or you're saying before they buried him, that was, like, he was in a tomb until then? What are you saying, Cece? Before they buried him. Okay. Before they buried him, they put him in the tomb. And so he was just like chilling there. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we'll call on Discord.
That is pretty crazy. It sounds like we're gonna have a guest tonight.
Yeah, we'll get back to Cinco de Mayo.
Well,
go on Discord. She accepted.
I think she's gonna have to wait because we're looking at Napoleon's father, Carlo, now. I want to know how. Let's see. All right, we'll figure out the whole like Italian kingdom connection here afterward. Let's see. We're gonna get our special guest Jenn on tonight. Let's see. We have a guest tonight. It's a surprise. Okay. Go. Let's see. Here. We're gonna go back to our Jenn will appear here shortly. Let's see. Everybody on bated breath. Who's the guest?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Jenn. What's up?
Oh. What's going on with y'all?
Nothing much. We're learning about
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo and which Napoleon is like the real Napoleon. There's one that the true Napoleon actually just looks just like Nick.
Okay.
Okay, exactly.
Are you cool to hop on video?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, hell yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so click like the little camera underneath our two icons on your thing.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let me pop this out. Let's see if it's working. Oh, here we go. The guest is loading. Here, let me we have your links too for whenever your video feed loads.
Oh.
Is she underwater?
Are you good, Jen?
No.
No. No.
I know.
What happened?
I'm at a pool party. At the
Oh,
pool.
You're in the pool?
Yeah.
Did the water get in your phone?
Kinda, but I think it's all right for now.
Okay.
okay. Is the video?
Yeah, I think I'm on video right now.
Okay, it's like loading for us, but maybe try like disabling it and enabling it again.
Okay.
And then we'll get you on.
Okay. Hold on, let me Discord.
There is a guest command for Jen too. We have a chat command, Jen. It has a link to your Twitter and your OnlyFans. We'll get her back soon. In the meantime, if you guys want to get more familiar with Jen, there's the links to her socials, her Twitter, her OnlyFans right there. Shout out to Jen and thank you. That'll be popping up all night in chat. Throw her the follow. And if for that second link, if you guys need help, you can follow any of these three links to get you the resources you need. Let's see. Thank you for the wave. Hell yeah.
I am back. And I'm trying to get on video.
Okay.
I don't know who else is trying to get on video at the same time.
You're surprised we aren't out and about, Cecilia? What do you mean we are out and about? We're on the interwebs, live to the millions. We need to be here for Cinco de Mayo. This is it, NickyBato de Mayo. NickyBato.
So you think? I think. Hold on.
Just waggle her. Madrogo suggests we waggle the Discord picture around when she talks. Siddiqui de Baggio. Nice, Cecilia.
You good, Jen?
Oh.
Hey,
Oh,
there
we're
go.
here.
We're
Let's
so back.
go.
Hey.
Welcome, Jen.
Hi.
Let me fix your video on our thing. Hell yeah. This is perfect. Thank you so
Perfect.
much. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
I'm so excited to be here. This is an awesome opportunity. Like, you guys are so cool and so great.
Thank you so much. Turn your monitor on, because that's you, dude.
First of all, I'm on a phone, so I don't know how much I can do at this time specifically.
Dude.
Can we get to the spreadsheet?
The
Okay.
spreadsheet?
Yes.
Can you explain for let's hear what the spreadsheet is.
Spreadsheet questions that have gone viral, of course. I have lots of answers. Not many people have asked me questions, so I am ready to serve.
Here, Bato, I'm gonna send it to you, and you can pull it up.
Okay, we're gonna pull up the spreadsheet, and we can go down one. We can go cell by cell. We'll see what it is. What are you sending it to me on?
I'll send it to you on Twitter.
Okay. Let's pull it up. Let's see. Truth, what's going on? Welcome to chat. And again, if you guys want to get to know Jenn more, throw her the follow.
All right,
we got our guest command popping up in chat with your links, Jenn. Everybody's getting to know you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so this is a spreadsheet.
Okay. We're gonna let's pull it up. Okay.
This did go semi-viral. A lot of
It did.
This is legit viral.
Got really mad at me, and I'm on my Twitter right now, and I'm also in my DMs, and I really don't see anything that's mad at me specifically anymore.
This is this is the first time I've ever sort of like explored this. Your spreadsheet specifically. I've seen spreadsheets before, like with this similar data. No, but so this is people you've been with.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is people you've been with. This is the chronological order here. We have the frequency. So you've slept with one person. Number 3, you slept with 500 times.
Yes.
Approximately.
Well, that was my boyfriend.
I see.
So, I mean, I slept with him almost every day.
Imagine if you weren't monogamous with him or something at the time. It was just like, that's just, it happens. Respect.
It happens.
Can I ask, what was the initial thought that you wanted this information all in one place?
I think for me, like the thought that, okay, like everything will be calculated with standard deviation, reading it as STD, probably not the best.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The STD rate cutoff here is pretty funny.
Standard deviation. Anything else. So, because of that, I wanted to make a chart just to keep all my data organized. And I mean, props to my ex for even allowing this to happen. He didn't really care much at all, which is why.
What do you mean allowing this to happen?
Like when I made the chart, he knew it was happening.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't a surprise to him when it came out.
I see.
And it was really great that I had all the data propelled and within each other during the time. And I think what people got mad at and what every quote Twitter had was,
how could people hate on this? It's none of their business.
Yeah, it is. And it was my personal data. So
Yeah.
it wasn't towards them in general. But it was towards my data. But I really enjoyed getting to see all the comments and every reaction that they had. Like, I think it was just like boosting my profile in general. So
I think my one comment is, if I was like your teacher, your professor or something, and I had to like put the red ink on this, I think I would give it high marks. I think it's a very good spreadsheet. But what I'm noticing is the orgasm is either a 0 or an 8 every time.
yes.
So is this a coincidence? Or do you find that if someone hits it, it's an 8. If they don't, it's obviously an egg. But like, you could just put yes or no at that point, right? Or do you think was this just coincidental?
That was a yes or no answer
I see.
for me. Just because yes or no isn't applicable in a spreadsheet,
I see.
I pick 0 or 8. So
I
0
get
is
it.
no.
I get it. So that way it could be in the average overall. It could get factored in there.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. Okay. That's really smart.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with guy 1 who has a 4-inch dick. He sucks at oral. He's not kinky. He's ugly, and he didn't make you orgasm. Oh, that's fine. How did
That's fine.
How did he get to do it twice though?
Okay, first of all, guy 1 was my ex from high school, so I feel like he's been through most things in my life, and he was the one who took my virginity. So he has been in the spreadsheet a couple times, and at the moment I feel like I was safe with him because that's all I've known at the time. But guy 1 was really, really bad. He didn't have any skills, and I wish I've done it with anybody else, but that's who that aligned with. So I'm stuck with him in my spreadsheet for the rest of time.
If you're getting, it stinks to be sub 2, but you're not the lowest sub 2 in the first. Immediately after, there's someone with a worse rating than you.
A guy much worse right after. Yeah.
He has to take solace in that.
I hopefully he's gotten better too. It was back in the day.
Day.
Can you go to the quote tweets on this?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe if I here. Oh, you can't I don't think you can view the interactions on desktop anymore.
What is it good with Elon?
Yeah.
Click
very
that.
crazy.
Maybe that'll work. Wait, so Jen, do we still have you?
Jen, let us know if you're still there. Also, hi Sonic Water. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you. Welcome to our podcast here. We're talking with Jen, the legend, and her infamous spreadsheet from Twitter. The Kiwi said the third guy is an eater but ugly. LMAO.
I'll pull up some quotes on here.
What the last thing I said was, is there anything on the spreadsheet that like a specific person? Because I feel like right now the spreadsheet is probably 1 through 70, and I feel like if people have a specific number that they requested and like more information on, I do have that data. Yeah.
I see. So if anyone in chat would like data on one of the numbers, you said it goes 1 to 70 right now, Jen? In the latest version?
Well. Let me look at my notes data. Right.
Pull it up. Let's see.
Yeah.
It's this is really funny. Was number 3 is like the guy from Game of Thrones, the eunuch? Is
Number 3?
Number 3 is the modern day eunuch.
Someone that he was long term. He was my ex for 5 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know if you,
like 2015 or 2020.
I thought you were saying you, Nick.
oh no, like
no,
EU.
No, it wasn't
NUCK.
No.
CH. Sorry. The guy from Game of Thrones who he was like castrated or whatever. He just did oral. That's why I was joking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got to that
So he's
part.
the best oral.
Yeah. Number 19 gave him a run for the money, but number 3, higher average overall.
So people got very mad in the quotes of this.
Okay.
This guy said, "Here's the girlfriend you've been yearning for, incel. Enjoy your relationship." Like,
Oh my god.
someone said, "Sometimes I have moments of sheer religious intoxication when I think about the wretched way that other people live."
Wow.
This guy just said, maybe don't do this. Like, what is this fucking guy's business? Where do these people get off?
This is so you were facing a lot of like, we were just hate, just judgment for this, and you were just sharing with the class, John. It's
This guy says you are a disgusting person.
that's so foul, Jen. I'm sorry that you had to deal with all these people harassing you with this.
Did we lose her again?
She'll be back. I'll be back.
These are really funny though. Well, they're not funny. They're mean. I think Doug did it twice. Doug said, this guy Doug is obsessed. He said, you are a disgusting person. And then said it, I quoted it again, said, whoever told women it's cool to be a dicked down whore and used up has ruined society.
What in the world?
I'm going to venture to say Doug has bigger issues.
Jesus, dude.
Once it leaves your target audience, man, you're cooked.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Jen. Jen, can you hear us? Jen's at a pool party right now, so we're struggling with connection, but we have Jen here. We do have Jen here. Oh, it looks like, yeah, Jen maybe left the call. Okay. We'll get Jen back. Let's see. Let's message her, make sure everything's good. I'll just tell her oh, there she is. Jen, you're back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, sweet.
So we were just reading some of these insane comments.
Yeah, we were just saying, I can't believe you had all this hate to deal with. I'm sorry. That is so foul.
No, for real, because it was super insane for all of them to say any of that when I was just sharing about my
Seriously, it's like, okay, you don't want to live out loud, like, then don't reply. Don't.
It's also it's anonymous. Who cares?
Yeah. You have some love in chat, Jen. Everybody's on your side. Casey said, as a woman older than Jen, a spreadsheet will be helpful for 2 reasons. I have trouble remembering things, and I only have so many fun years left. LOL.
Exactly.
This guy said you made it up. He said, not in chat, on Twitter, he said, this is completely performative. She made the spreadsheet just for the internet.
What a maniac.
That's not true. Before, like, I was even on Twitter. So that's exactly what I'm saying. Because if I made that spreadsheet for the internet, it would probably have, like 3 to 10 people.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But at the same time, my body count is in the 70s now. So why would I spend my time making an intricate chart of 70 people?
It's just like the typings of a maniac, that person, because it's like, it reminds me of Hannibal Buress had this bit where he tried to check into a hotel he lost his ID, and they wouldn't let him do it. And he said, no, maybe you don't recognize me. That's all right. But I do comedy. If you pull up my website, hannibalburess.com, you see me on, doing a set on Jimmy Fallon. And that's me. He was trying to like do something to get him his room. And the guy was like, well, how do I know you didn't just make that website up? And he's like, are you a maniac? You think I generated a website and book like how would I book 30-minute slot with David, you know what I mean? Like a late night TV show just to check into the, the Downey suites. Yeah, seriously.
Exactly. This is totally fucking insane.
Jen, what do you think specifically made people so mad about this?
I think it's because a lot of people on Twitter are rude, but at the same time, everybody on the internet is consuming porn.
Yes.
So I think that they just couldn't handle that a girl on the internet would be doing, like, keeping her relationship private while at the same time she's also selling her content.
Yeah.
So on the month I went viral on Twitter, I feel like I also went viral on OF, but at the same time, people were like, oh, like, because you're on OF, like, you're only doing this for promotion, you're also poor, you're a slut, like, everything about, like, around that, like, it was just stigmatized just because people were doing like one thing on the internet, but at the same time, like they're also the same people who also consume like everything in the porn industry.
Right.
So it just didn't make sense because you're also doing both.
Super hypocritical.
Yeah, for sure.
Think being an incel and also being a slut shamer is an incoherent set of beliefs. Because if your whole thing is that you want to have sex with women, wouldn't you be supportive of this?
Yeah, exactly.
Like this guy said, my ex showed me her Excel spreadsheet completely unprompted before, which goes to show other people have spreadsheets. And then he said, I didn't eat for 40 days and 40 nights. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if a girl showed me a spreadsheet with 3 billion men on it.
Yeah. It's pretty sad. I don't know. It's like really, really sad and shallow. Welcome. Taylor is just checking in. Taylor, this is we're joined by the legend Jenn. Shout out to Jenn again. Thank you so much for coming on. And Jenn has a spreadsheet. This is an early stage of the spreadsheet going up just under 30. This is basically people she's been with and then a breakdown of the experiences. And so this is, all the info's here. She posted on Twitter. It went pretty viral and mostly a negative out of bounds response from weirdos and jerks on Twitter is what's going on.
Exactly.
Guy 22, I think, has the worst numbers. Because he has a 6-inch dick. Like, you should be fine.
To be underperforming so far.
Oral 0, kinkiness 0, attractiveness 6. So, like...
all his points are just from how he looks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's funny that it's just 6 and a 6.
Yeah. And I don't know if he has improved from the 1 to 6 ranking.
Why don't you should text him and ask him.
Yeah.
Everyone was making fun of your column, bro.
Oh my God. Had a lot of interesting factors in that.
There was a lot of interesting factors.
Yeah, because I think one of the columns was, okay, well, how good they were at making me orgasm, and that was on a non-binary basis, as in 0 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And their size and everything about them. Like, I think that a lot of people in there were judged fairly. So
also, what is even fair? You know what I mean? Like, this is your spreadsheet, your experience. There's no right or wrong or whatever, or like people shouldn't say that you judged anyone fairly or unfairly. This is your judgment. That's the whole point, right? Is that it's subjective to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's your experience. So who can comment on it except for you? I guess that would be the better way to put it.
And I feel like since it was my experience, like I could say whatever I want. But the thing was, like, I feel like race, age, gender, I feel like those things did not, they were not big weights and considerations in my overall score. Because my overall score was whether it made orgasm or not.
So heavily weighted on the orgasm column.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't care what you look like. It's either you made me orgasm or not.
That's huge. I can't imagine being on this spreadsheet. Like, you find yourself on this spreadsheet and feeling anything else but joy.
Well, I would not feel joy if I was 22.
I feel like it would be.
The column that matters.
Would you even be able to parse if it was you, though?
I don't know.
Like, if I'm looking at this, I'm going like, that can't be me. I was way better than that.
That's the issue that people had was like, oh, like you were, and then people. The issue was people weren't in my spreadsheet, and then the other issue was, oh, people do want to be in my spreadsheet.
I feel like this is super like it's cool to be like immortalized, you know. I feel like I'm obsessed with that. I'm obsessed with like living forever in ways like this digitally, like so if I was in the spreadsheet I would be like, yo, that's sick.
I are just like a number in my spreadsheet, but this is just data I've collected throughout the years. So I've collected in my spreadsheet so far that I have right now is like 1 to 25, but in reality it's probably 1 to 70.
Yeah,
because I haven't collected anything recent till then.
I see. So there's just data sitting there. It's like it needs to be parsed. It needs to be analyzed.
So yeah, it needs to be updated and everything.
can I ask, when you were consistently updating, how soon after would you put them in? Would it be like Letterbox, like right after you see the movie you go review it?
It would, just so it's accurate and on hand.
It has to be fresh in your mind. You can't go back. You have to at least be writing notes. Yeah, like, and that's what you're saying is that you have plenty of notes.
Like
Right?
sometimes, like towards memory, I feel like when you're remembering from a distance, it's better than it actually is. But when you remember it right after it happens, it's a lot more accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, Rossman and Couch are wondering where the Street Fighter is tonight. A little different from a regularly scheduled program. Thank you guys for coming through.
Well, I mean, I feel like first of all, I came to the podcast a little bit late, and you guys kind of saw my spreadsheet go viral because so many hate comments and tweets like went towards that. So it's kind of out there in the world now.
Did you fight back when people were dragging you, or did you just let them have their fun?
Well, have the fun because I kind of blocked everybody. For my mentions, I filtered it to only people who I follow. So since people who I follow are my friends, like they didn't really have paid tweets. Yeah. So but when I checked the quote tweets, there was a lot of negative comments, a lot of hate towards that. But at the same time, it's just like, wait, like, let me just pull back to reality. Like, all my friends love me. Like, this is in real life, and all this shit is just based on the internet. I just felt like all of this isn't even real.
Yeah, screw haters. Like that's what. Yeah, you just can't respond to them. Don't even entertain it. It's it's gross.
I get a rush from it. I like when
Nick loves going after haters.
I never feel like, oh man, they're really getting to me. I love it. I want them to all come at me.
You want the war.
I just feel like sometimes I can't handle all that hate. So I kind of like just hired a manager just to filter through all of that and to just give me the messages that are actually important.
Definitely.
You know what? This would be different because this would be unprompted hate. You know what I mean? Like, this was not an antagonistic post. Whereas with me, I antagonize people.
You try to incentivize people to get after you, right? You instigate all the time, which is cool.
Yeah, whereas me, like I feel like people have already hated me already, so I have haters on standby, and whenever people tweet hating me publicly, I just hired a social media manager just to filter through all of that, so I personally don't have to see it.
There you go. That's nice.
You hired a manager?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like overall, like because Sins has been blown up since like 2020 and 2022, like some of my tweets have gone viral, and I manage and do OnlyFans on the side. It's been growing exponentially, and I just didn't think that I had the mental capacity to deal with all of that. So I hired a manager just to reply to messages and to do everything that I can't do on the side just because I just don't want to do it.
Does your manager have to send like horny messages on OnlyFans pretending that they're you?
Yes.
Oh.
That's so fire.
Well, yes.
It's part of the job.
It is part of the job, yeah.
It's also funny the customer thinks they're texting you.
It's actually him.
Oh, it's him?
It's actually him.
What a hack.
That's really funny.
It is me though, depending who it is. Like it's depending on like, is it someone that I know like, in real life, or is it through Twitter, or is it some completely random?
They gotta earn
it. It is him.
It's earned. It's earned. Yeah, it's sort of like an interview, right? It's like if you behave in the first few messages, you show that you're serious with the donations and the the gifting, then maybe you graduate to a real life message from Jen. But until then, it's St. Peter, the social manager.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Have you ever had an IRL person like subscribe to your OnlyFans and then try to talk to you on there? And it's like, what are you doing?
Like I've known them through my school and through college. So there are a handful of people who I do know IRL, and I can also watch them as IRL. So I know who they are.
We're looking to get into OnlyFans.
No, we're not.
What do you mean?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing.
I'll tell you what. Nick's into OnlyFans.
I'll tell you one thing. We would not need a manager.
Oh, yeah, for me, it's just because I don't want to do it.
It totally makes sense.
Yeah, I just have other things going on.
I don't think we would have the volume that you have.
The volume is a lot. So I just don't want to do it.
There we go. Thank you, Truth. Yeah, the return of sex icon Bato. That's it. Yeah, the community is we're crying for Bato OnlyFans now. That's the next thing I'm gonna set up. So,
Jen, when's the last time? Because it's happened a few times. When's the last time you've been suspended? Was that when you told
on Twitter?
Yeah, was that when you told Taylor Swift haters to kill themselves?
No. Okay, so last time, it was probably a week and a half ago. I said Cristiano Ronaldo said he captioned a picture with his family, and he said happiness with a red heart, and I said, "Go kill yourself." Well, the intention overall was that, like, I feel like at this point, everybody knows that Cristiano Ronaldo has allegations against him with a woman around Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That has accused him of him raping her, and he has been tried in America's court. And I think the consensus is he's banned from America, so he actually can't come here at all.
They would lock him up,
right?
For being a rapist.
Yeah.
And what I have so far is that he has what I know so far is that he's banned from America, period. And I think my tweet just said, like, go kill yourself, or something along those lines. And that, I mean, that got flagged, and I was just banned on Twitter for a week.
Crazy. Yeah, I remember that he was, like, purposely not going to America because his teams were still going to America to do their stuff in the summer, and he was purposely not going before he got tried because he didn't want to go, get subpoenaed or they would just wait for him at the airport. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, he was just avoiding it all.
Exactly.
That's like a huge deal. He's basically a fugitive.
Yeah, and also it's like before even the trial, it's like, you don't think this freaking weird megalomaniac psycho did this? You know, he has all the yeah, yeah. He purposely would not come to the United States because he didn't want to have to go to court and then get arrested.
So he's basically Roman Polanski.
Yeah, exactly. So he's literally not allowed to come to America at all.
If we're not allowed to say "kill yourself" to rapists, then what is free speech?
Right.
Exactly. That is what.
First of all, I think you should be able to say "kill yourself" to anybody for any reason.
Exactly.
I think someone who's not even bothering anyone.
Yeah,
It's just good to say, doesn't it?
Kill yourself.
Yeah.
I was just banned from Twitter for a week, which is why my manager was mad at me because I couldn't promote on Twitter.
Dude, does your manager have like okay, so after that experience, if you want to tell someone kill yourself, does your manager try to talk you down from it? Do they have like a substitute phrase now? Like if you type kill yourself, do they edit the tweet and they're like, have a nice day?
My manager definitely does not control me, but he does try to. So as of right now, I will try to look out for whatever I say. There are definitely a lot of times where I really want to say kill yourself because
sure, because the people probably deserve it, but then you got to look out for number one.
Yeah.
But my manager's goal overall is to make as money as possible, make like as much money as possible. And when I say kill yourself, that restricts me on Twitter. Yeah. So because I said that did hinder our money goals. So that's why I should say it less.
Well, it is so antithetical to your image, you know. It is a restriction. It's a huge restriction. It's like it's a censorship.
It is because I really like saying unhinged, offhand things all the time, and that's who I am as a person.
You know, I've always respected because someone with your disposition would normally make an alt account to get all these lunatic thoughts out, but you just do it with like your full name and face and everything.
Yeah, I do it, and it's funny because I do have an alt account. If anybody would be interested in following it, I do have an alt account just pretending everything unfiltered.
So you are getting what do you call it?
Well,
she's getting corporatized.
Is the alt account so that you can post media there and then share it to your main?
I feel like my alt account is just everything that I'm thinking on there.
I see you.
Plus, any media that I would want to share personally without my manager involved. Plus, like anything that wouldn't get me banned because nobody would report me because everybody on there are my friends.
Or
yeah.
Yeah.
What is the @ name of the alt account? Chat is asking for it.
Okay, so the alt
if you want to share it. If you don't want to share it, you don't have to.
No, I do. It's completely fine. It's at like basement, so it's spelled BAESMENTS.
BAE.
Oh.
Is it the Horrors Banquet?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Okay, this is it. Here, we'll put the link in chat.
And of course, because that's my favorite beer, so now it's Horrors Banquet.
There. I followed you on both. Boom.
Okay.
I'm locked in on the Jenn thoughts.
Yeah, okay.
And everybody in chat will be following respectfully.
Whoever's following this podcast, yeah, you're welcome in.
Jenn, do you have a dog in the Kendrick Drake beef?
do not have any opinion on the Kendrick because I feel like I have to listen to Drake's song and Kendrick's song, which I haven't had time to this entire weekend. But I would love to give my thoughts and opinions on that ASAP.
We need those on the main and private.
All I know is that Taylor's producer Jack Antonoff is working on Kendrick's beat.
Yeah, isn't that something?
What?
Taylor Swift's producer produced Kendrick's
The Bleachers guy.
Yes, the Bleachers guy, Jack Antonoff.
No
produced
way.
the beat of Kendrick's second disc. This
one.
feels like it's 616 in LA.
Okay. I don't know. You're gonna pull up.
Exactly.
It is weird. It feels like the entire music industry is forming against Drake.
Yeah. It seems like the modern world
Good.
has an agenda. That's nuts to me. The Bleachers guy is on this. I don't know. I haven't listened to. I also haven't gotten a chance to get current on this whole beef. Listen to every track. I don't know if people in chat where you guys stand on it. I just, to me, it's like, okay, Drake's obviously gonna get eviscerated though. You know.
I don't know why Drake would try anyone.
Why is he trying anyone?
He's like a fucking. He's demonstrably a pedophile. We'll start with that.
Yeah.
And that to me, I would, if I was Drake, and I was caught texting a 13-year-old girl, I would probably not be antagonistic towards anyone ever again.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You have to tiptoe through life. You're on eggshells, dude.
Yeah.
Why are you?
He was already in hot water.
Insane, dude. Oh my gosh. Dang, that is insane. I cannot believe. Yeah, but it was so one side. You know what I mean? It's like the guy's dead, right? You know, it's like how much harder could Kendrick beat his ass? How do you feel about Kendrick?
What do you mean?
General,
I like him. He's a good little guy.
He's a good little
He's
guy.
a sweetheart. Yeah.
Outside the beef, everything. I guess
I like him a lot. Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah. You don't like him?
I hate him.
It could have been.
No, I'm joking.
I said this though.
I don't think it's right here anyway to with such a villain as Drake, a nasty.
That's
guy,
what I was gonna say.
There's no room to maybe say anything else.
To me, it didn't matter who the hero was. It just needed to be someone. It could have been my dad going at Drake, and I would have sided with my dad.
Oh, your dad?
Well, maybe I would have sided with Drake.
Oh yeah.
It's the. Ollie said Drake showed up. It wasn't a beatdown. It wasn't a beatdown. What's up, White Cry? Thank you so much for coming through.
I would definitely be down if your dad was beefing on NickyBato. Get your dad on.
If my dad was beefing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's get him on.
You want to have a diss track with your dad?
It would be towards my dad. It wouldn't be with my dad.
Yeah, beef with your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to have a beef with your dad. In depth. Yeah. Well, you think he would have bars?
No.
No?
No.
What would he do? Just hit you?
He would hit me.
Oh, man. Hell yeah, White Cry. Thank you so much. Everybody in chat, remember to check out Jenn on Twitter and OnlyFans, the legend here. I want to know about all the... go back to the spreadsheet, Jenn, but all the guys rated 9 on kinkiness. What did they do? What was the kinky thing? How did they earn a 9 on the kinkiness? That's where it ends.
What kept them from a 10?
No one hit 10
No
on
one hit
kinkiness.
10.
No one.
Oh my gosh, everything was so fun.
What's that?
Everything was so fun.
For the 9s on kinkiness.
Yes.
Did they do
Yes, of
anything
course.
crazy, like a gymnastics stunt, or like bring in like a peripheral, like a fear factor stunt? You know, like stunt 3. None of the like gross 1 and 2 shit, but like stunt 3 stuff.
No, I don't think most women want it done.
What's that? Sorry, we couldn't hear you.
I don't think most women in general wanted like performance stuff.
Understood. Fear factors are the ones. We'll tell the nines that obviously fear was not a factor for them. Good. Cool to leave it at that.
Did that just ruin your whole playbook?
No. No. My curiosity was sated though. Oh my god. I'm looking for the okay, Casey. Casey in chat says Sabato's looking for the shower scene. LOL. All right. Oh man.
The whole sheet was literally just about people I've been with before and how much they have satisfied me.
You know what? To change subjects again here, you know how like perverted those Charmin bears are?
Yeah.
The Charmin toilet paper bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gross,
They are
right?
gross,
Don't they?
yeah.
They need to take them off the air because I saw one ad on YouTube with the Charmin bears. First of all, there's something disgusting about everybody in the family holding it until they all have to poop at the same time. They're always crowded around the door. And the other gross thing is how eager they are to get in the room after one of them goes.
Yeah.
They're like in line, you know?
They
And it's
make
always
they make it a family affair.
yeah.
Them to all, yeah.
And it's always Papa Bear goes first. And that's got to be the worst shit in the house.
Well, he's 100% abusing the rest of the family.
You think he's abusive?
Yeah.
Well, that inherently is abusive.
Yeah.
The poop
Exactly.
thing. That's perverted.
You know, it's
Right?
disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, we used to be a nation with God, man.
I can't believe no one has come for the Charmin bears yet. We have poor, you know.
They should be.
Yeah.
Jen, I meant to ask you, have you ever hated a person as much as Kendrick Lamar hates Drake? Like, have you ever took it to the point of no
I
return?
feel like I've been on an equivalent level.
Okay, do you want to tell us who?
I feel like it's because he was really one of my closest best friends that makes the beef harder than it is. Because like we know everything about each other. Like we talk about everything. And now that he just betrays me in front of everybody else, I feel like that's as personal as Kendrick and Drake. Because
How did he betray you? Did he just like say?
kind of just out of nowhere.
Did he just deaded you or what? Or did he say confidential information to other people?
Yeah, he did. It was just like confidential information to other people, plus things that I really trusted him with, and now I feel like it's kind of getting out there.
That's a shame.
And, yeah, and now I feel like he's Kendrick, or I'm Kendrick, and he's Drake.
Absolutely.
I want it to end, really.
Are you gonna do a diss track?
I hope not.
Have you done that already in another?
I really hope not. So.
Did you at least get to say a lot of mean stuff to him before you stopped talking?
I did. So I just said, "Oh, you're only saying this, but just because you want to plug this specific person." So not the point of us. So
You are so hungry.
What?
for hate.
Well, you know what it is? I've never been wrong in an argument. Like in a fundamental argument, like in a big one.
yeah.
What do you mean?
I feel like in general there is a lot more drama where I live than where you live. So yeah.
Like I feel like they always apologize to me. They always come crawling back every time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Ollie says they have receipts to prove that wrong. And I guess that, well, I guess the qualifier here is fundamental. Now, you say you've never lost a fundamental argument. What do you mean by fundamental?
I lose a lot of like petty day-to-day arguments.
What do you mean
when it's an argument about when it's an argument about personal offenses, like something someone did that really hurt your feelings, not like we disagree on something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've never been wrong. I've always been the good guy.
I feel like at that point it is towards personal beef because it really is.
Uh, like, well, first of all, when's the last time? Because to me, it's crazy that like this beef is with guys in their mid-30s. First of all,
Yeah.
because I feel like at this
Yeah.
point, I would never take it to the. I mean, I used to love doing it though. I used to love beef. So you know that Taylor Swift song where she says, "And my words shoot to kill when I'm mad." I used to do that. I used to try to hurt their feelings as hard as I could.
You don't do that anymore?
I'm kind of psychotic because I'll remember stuff that I know people see themselves like a shortcoming in themselves, and if they ever cross me, I'll bring it up again and go right at their neck with it.
So you're very diabolical.
Yeah.
But you think I kind of am.
But do you think that you would hold on to this? You're saying that Drake and Kendrick are too old for it?
I think those days are behind me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like because I'm younger, like it kind of makes sense for me.
The energy is there to put out.
The energy is there.
Have you ever won an argument so bad you actually felt bad afterwards? Like you dominated so well.
Yeah.
It definitely happens.
Yeah.
Basically every argument I've ever had.
What's bad? You don't want to,
Ever.
I think it's bad when the other person feels so bad that they were wrong, because it's just, it's more about just proving yourself right than, well, not for you. You want to hurt someone. I'm not saying you don't want to prove yourself right. I'm saying that you, Nick, also really love hurting people.
I said the old Nick.
The old Nick really loved hurting people. But that's probably when you had those arguments. or when you had that feeling that you felt bad.
Yeah.
Because you went too hard.
Yeah.
It is.
So where are you today, Jen? Where is this like pool party happening? You don't have to be super specific, but what's going on?
Going on. It's in like North Denver. I'm just chilling with my friends. They're all super cool and they love like what I have to talk about all the time.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, that's like chat, dude. They're loving it. We're all loving it.
We're actually going to Denver this summer.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Denver. We're gonna go meet you at a pool party.
Yeah, come through.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We can go to a live bar with music.
No.
No?
Yeah.
No. No.
Nick.
No. 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 Bars with live music are anti-customer. I'm convinced they don't actually want to be a business. They don't want your money. They're trying to get you out. These people are so fucking stupid. You'll be there enjoying your time, and then some fucking like 50-year-old hack who can't get over the fact they never got famous starts tapping on the mic and like testing, and you're like, oh my fucking god, I came here to have a beer and watch some sports, you know what I mean, or just talk to my friend. I wanted to have a human moment with my friend, and then these guys you hear the amp going, it's like wee, and it's just so now I'm not staying. Now you know what I'm getting? The check. That's what I'm getting. These people are so it's not a venue, it's a fucking bar. Live music was not meant for bars. It was meant for like outdoors or a venue or
why can't a bar be a venue?
Because it's not.
What if it's a venue?
It's not.
With a bar?
If you're moving around furniture just to fit in a microphone, the space was not meant for live
I don't
music.
feel like it's like that though. I feel like they have stages in them already.
You like live music at bars?
Yeah.
What if it's unexpected? What if you're just there enjoying your drink and then
I think it's cool.
You're
I think
insane.
It's a cool little
You're literally
wrinkle.
insane.
You don't think it's interesting?
This is one of those fundamental arguments.
But it's totally subjective.
No.
I just did a show with Madrone at the Rivoli this weekend. You're telling me what I did was asinine.
Yeah.
That's your opinion. But what's so bad? I think that you just want everywhere you sit to just be quiet.
No.
and
Well, yeah.
yeah.
If it's quiet, no. If it's quiet when I get in there, the vibe can't shift to then some guy screaming on a goddamn microphone.
You want everything to be static.
It either has to be loud when I get in and stay loud, or quiet and stay quiet. Because when I ordered, the atmosphere I committed to was the current atmosphere.
You would order differently.
I would have not.
Yeah.
I would have not stayed.
So you're worried about getting bait and switched at a bar.
Yes, if I walked in and the guy was already playing, I would just turn around and would have left.
Okay, but I don't think that there would ever be a time, unless you were so like, I don't think there would ever be a timeline where you walked into a bar, there was no music, and you stayed long enough that music started.
That happened today. Yes,
But like, you have to see people setting up. You know what I mean? There's like, there's marketing too. There's other people there. There's like, you know what I mean? I don't. My point is that I don't think they're ever hiding it from you.
I think they did hide it.
I think that if you didn't notice, that's a huge skill issue, considering it's so important to your preferred environment.
No.
Jen, are you into live music at bars?
Yes.
Oh my.
Hell yeah, Jen. Thank you. Yeah, I think you're wrong, Nick. I think Nick's wrong. This might be fundamental argument one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have called it fundamental though, but
Well, now
that
I'm
you.
taking it there now. Bring back the old Nick.
Man.
Lucky, I feel like you should have been a guest period.
What's that?
I feel like Lucky, I should have been a guest period in your podcast.
Why? What's up?
Oh, I could stop feeling I was just so silly the entire time.
Oh no.
No, this is sick.
This was great. Yeah.
This is sick. This is cool. No, this is a great episode. You should absolutely have been a
Yeah.
guest here. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I was just so silly. Like
That's the
entire-
point. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Nick, I want to. Are you able to stay more and hear about Nick's thing, or was that you saying you had to bounce?
I have to wrap it up soon within the next 10. But let me know.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Here we'll hear next thing, and then we'll let you go, because I wanted to ask. You said it happened today. So what happened today? Like, can you give us the breakdown? Like,
Okay, to be fair, it's Cinco de Mayo, so wanting a quiet bar atmosphere.
I swear to God,
did-
if you, I'll let you finish.
I did overthink that.
Okay.
But we went to this bar in Poughkeepsie, and it was just a normal ass chill. And then it got crowded, but crowded's fine. I can't be against the human voice. I'd like to be, but I can't. You know, people come in and talk.
Was that? Yeah. So people come in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
I'm at a
in-
public place where people congregate.
It's Cinco de Mayo, and there's a lot of people going out tonight. With a bar. There's a lot of Mexican food, tacos, rice, waffles. Right now.
So
That's literally what's happening in my life. So it's just like pool, sun, taco, drink, margarita. I was gonna lie, so I can't blame me for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So then, this motherfucker comes in with his amp and his mic stand and his instruments, shoves a table out of the way, and just starts plugging shit in the corner of the room, and
Right.
I knew my nice afternoon was over. Then he starts singing probably an original song because it was horrible. So if you're gonna ruin the vibe with live music, at least do covers of songs people like, you know. So I left. I would have stayed there all day. I would have stayed
Was it
there for
just you?
6 hours. No, it was me and Ali. I would have stayed there for 6 hours, and they lost my money because they just couldn't help themselves.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So you would have loved it though.
Yeah.
You would have loved some old guy just screaming his head off. You would have
Yeah,
had a great
actually,
atmosphere.
you're
Yeah.
making it sound better and better. But that's all right.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, so Ollie stayed?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Ollie. Well, Jen, if you have to go, we'll let you go. No problem at all. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. This was a lot of fun.
Blast.
This was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Of course, this is such a fun podcast to be on. I
Aw.
just love yapping with you all, and I mean, if I ever get podcasts again, I'll come on for sure.
Hell yeah, we'll do the in-person episode next time
Yeah, in Denver.
in Denver. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I'll let you guys be all.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you so much. Have a good time at the pool party.
Yeah, for sure. Bye, NickyBato.
Bye. All right.
Oh, hold on. I want to really argue this though.
Really
I don't.
Just
Sean,
calm
you.
down. Yeah. All right, let's see.
It is
Hi, boy.
too loud, man. It's too small
too
a space
loud.
to have a microphone. It's just it's not necessary. It kills the vibe. It totally kills the vibe.
I don't think that it's, I don't think that you're wrong to not want to stay.
You
I
also
don't
said
know.
this so that I'm
What?
generally antisocial.
You're
Like,
very antisocial. So I don't think though. I think that if the bar had to pick between which crowd to please, the people that are more in line with being okay with live music or not,
Yeah.
and the other factors
Yeah.
that probably go with it, they're probably gonna go with the other one for business reasons.
Well, actually, Gav said he's with me, so
That's fine. You're with Gavin. You don't like live music at bars or anywhere or at all. You think it's too loud. I can sympathize with things being too loud. I think that music is always too loud at bars. I think that it's just always too loud generally, live or not.
all right. So we could meet halfway on that.
Okay. I think that in general stuff is too loud. I guess the live music has more of a. I'm more of like forgiving of it because they are like, I don't know, they're trying to do their performance art and get people hype. And you also love turning music up on like, just an aux cord, like as loud as
yeah.
it can go, So I feel like if they're trying to hype people up like that and people are okay being around other people,
But I feel
then
like
it
you
should be
get
that
hype
loud.
because you hear a song you like and that gets you hype and you want to sing along to it.
You're just
When
saying that
it's-
everybody sucks.
When it's
at
just
live.
when it's just a guy singing his own music, there's nothing hype about that. At best, you could tap your feet. You can't sing along. There's no conversation piece of I love this song. Like you can't do that.
The poor guy. He's trying to do his art. And you're just. Dude,
I don't blame him.
You don't blame.
I blame
him.
the people who hired him.
You blame the people who hired him.
What I was gonna say before.
Yeah.
Okay, if we both wore sombreros today, do you think it would be equally as ridiculous, or would you have gotten a kind of a pass?
I think it would be equally as ridiculous.
Okay, all right.
Why? Why?
No, I'm just wondering.
Why would I? Okay,
no,
what,
I feel like
what is get what? Why? This is why I say you're obsessed with it, because now you're asking about a sombrero pass.
no,
What?
No,
What
don't say it like
non-obsessed
that.
person is asking for a sombrero pass? Are you
You're
kidding me?
saying sombrero pass in a close way to another form of pass that white boys ask for. So I'm not asking.
I
for
don't
them
think that
pass.
I don't think that it's exclusive to what you're thinking of. I think that in general it's just a pass to do anything, like a hall pass. It's
yeah.
like a whatever. You're asking for a sombrero. You're asking for sombrero clearance. If you want to have another way of looking at saying it, but
I
you think this is mental?
I think it would.
You're asking if I wore a sombrero. I don't know. Also, I just don't know what would be the like.
I think
Everybody perceives everybody like based on their experience. I don't know.
I would get told to take mine off first.
I don't think anyone would tell you to take off a sombrero. And that's the thing also. I don't think anyone would tell you to take it off. I don't think anyone else would think about it. Like, oh, he's just acting up on Cinco de Mayo. Whatever.
Did you actually play last night?
What?
You played at a bar?
Yeah, we
No,
did
you
a show.
didn't. You did live music?
The Rivoli.
No, you did not.
Yeah, we did.
What did you play?
I told you, Madrone tickled the ivory and I did stand up.
Oh, that's comedy.
No, it's a band.
What?
There was music.
I don't know what you mean. You did stand up. You did stand up in a band?
Well, okay, it was like spoken word.
Oh, okay. Did you actually?
Yeah.
This is a fucking lie.
Why would we lie about it? Madrone was in chat before said it. We did
You
the
did
Rivoli.
live musical stand up.
Musical, yeah, and maybe it stayed up as like to pigeonholing it. It was spoken word.
You were like Hobo Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was funny. So Bato really out here doing saloon vaudeville. Yeah, exactly. That was a bit. We were talking about we watched this show, Nirvana the band, the show.
Mm-hmm.
Super funny. And I'll tell you something interesting about those guys. Like, they're just guys from Ontario. That's where that bar, the Rivoli, is.
Mm-hmm.
Or Toronto, sorry. The whole purpose of the show is them, you know, they have a band. Their band is called Nirvana the Band.
Mm-hmm.
So hilarity ensues with that. They had a thing where they got a cease and desist letter to stop using the name in their band. And it was to stop using the band. Someone had trademarked the name of the band. So they had to meet with them to try and get the rights back.
Not Nirvana.
Not Nirvana. So they had a couple of really cool things. This guy, Matt Johnson, he made a movie and submitted it to Sundance. And it was in the festival, right?
Yeah.
He had a movie in the festival. They made a bullshit movie for the TV show. And then they went to Sundance, having been accepted, and switched out the films because he's the filmmaker. He said, hey, I gave you guys the wrong one. You guys got to play this one. And it was just a bullshit movie that he made with his friend for the TV show. And they showed it. They actually showed it at Sundance. They do a lot of interesting stuff like with that. But the craziest part is that he did the Blackberry movie. He directed and made the Blackberry movie. Matt Johnson, and he cut everybody in. Like his you know, the co-star, all the people that did film and whatever, they were all part of the movie. And the reason he did it was so that he could finance a Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. So he just did that.
So he made Blackberry, which
he
actually
made the Blackberry
was a
movie.
pretty good movie.
It was like pretty good movie. Yeah, people fucked with it. And also, from what, I don't know if this is myth or not, but Madrone was telling me that like no one even really like asked for it or like commissioned it or whatever. Like, it's not even like a true story. It's
what, Blackberry?
Yeah.
It's just, that's better.
It's just like, it's just made up that this like story of tech guys who are like socially awkward, and like this nasty, mean CEO guy steps in to sell the product for them.
You know what movie didn't do well? It's
What?
Jerry Seinfeld's Pop-Tart movie. Have you
He
heard
did
it?
that?
He made a movie called Unfrosted, the story of the Pop-Tart. This is the most
Unfrosted.
This is the most guy calls in every favor in the world movie ever, because there's like 30 like borderline A-list comedians in the movie,
Yeah.
and it is getting horrible reviews. It's also Jerry Seinfeld, who sucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yikes.
what I meant to say was, can you imagine the rush of hating someone so bad and taking them down, but not just taking them down in front of the entire world.
Yeah.
Like the entire world is watching Drake
Okay.
fall apart.
I would, yeah.
If I was
It's
Kendrick,
something you
I'd
could
be hard 24/7 right now.
What?
I would be hard 24/7.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Drake, and I was like, what? He already is. No. Dude, yes.
Right?
Yeah, that has got to be one of the biggest
Most
rushes.
satisfying.
It's
Oh
like
my God.
it's like I mean, like, it's like you think about like winning something, right?
Yeah.
This is like winning the biggest thing. It's like, it's crazy. Yeah, that has to be nuts. But that's like a thing. Like,
topics.
you wouldn't feel bad. It's like the best, because it's the best win ever.
Yeah.
You feel so good, and then there's no reason to feel bad for Drake. He's a nasty person.
The only thing is, you have now this fear that someone wants you dead. And Drake probably has the money to get someone killed.
You think now that
I don't think it's going to come to it, but that would be part of my risk analysis before I went through with this.
Always is, yeah.
But the thing is, this is what happened with both of them. They both put themselves in a position where they had to commit to this 100%, because Kendrick, his entire career, has called himself the boogeyman, and that no one wants it with him. So of course, when someone actually responds to him, he can't just let it die. He's the self-proclaimed boogeyman. Drake 5 years ago took maybe the most humiliating L a rapper has ever taken in front of the whole world.
It was literally life-changing.
So he can't do that again. He can't. Well, he's doing it. He is doing it again. He can't just let it happen again. You know what I mean? He can't just bow out. So now it's like.
So you think Drake's not done?
Well, I think their first 2 songs were like light little jabs. Now it's at the point. It's the point of no return now. Drake called Kendrick a domestic abuser. We'll wait and see if that's true. I don't think it's true. There's no corroborating evidence or story on this. Kendrick called Drake a pedophile, which there actually is substantial evidence of. So once you do that, that's kind of one of those things you don't laugh about in 10 years. It's not like Jay-Z and Nas where they just...
So, yeah, you're like, you either have to make nice or make him disappear.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pick one, and you have to pick one fast.
That's why that beef freaks me out, dude. I've even thought, like in my real life beefs, I never thought I was going to die, but I did think people would find me and beat me up.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I cannot physically defend myself at all. So
well, that's the other thing. It's like, I don't understand how like people get like road rage or something. It's like, I don't know, like if you have like a family and stuff, don't you like worry about some psycho pulling out a gun or something, you know? Like, what is the point?
That is also another, that's the, I mean, obviously I get mad at people on the road too.
Yeah.
But when you just get home with your life, you know?
Yeah.
You ever have someone follow you? Someone's followed me before. I guess I probably did cut them off. I mean, I text a lot when I drive. I probably did cut them off. And he followed me all the way to the parking lot I was going.
Really?
Yeah.
And confronted you?
Behind my car, so even if I wanted to leave, I couldn't.
Really?
And then he said, do you know how to fucking drive? And then I buttered him up with kindness. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, man. Where was this? Where did I do that? It'll never happen again, I promise. And then he was like, just be better, man. And then drove off. But
what an asshole.
But I, first of all, could not take this guy because... Oh, thanks, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan.
I couldn't take this guy. He was huge. So obviously I couldn't escalate this situation.
Yeah.
And like if I got out of my car and said, why don't you suck my dick? How would that have gone?
Well, I feel like, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is like, I feel like you could just talk people.
My default is to talk people down.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think it's a bad thing to kill them with kindness either.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing. You don't have to humiliate yourself like you do. No, I'm joking. I'm just joking. No, it's definitely a good thing. Yeah. Either, and if the kindness doesn't work, I don't think it's like bad to walk away or just ignore. But that is, you definitely did the right thing. Being pinned literally in a parking spot is unhinged.
Well, that's the thing with Kendrick and Drake, is this could have been fun. It's not really fun anymore.
Yeah.
They're like actually accusing each other of crimes.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I'm saying is like, this Kendrick stuff is maybe true. Like,
it maybe is true.
It might be.
I don't think it's true,
that's
but it
like
may.
A whole like, you know what I mean. Then that's like,
I'm not a stan of anyone. If that's true, then that's true, and
right.
Then that's a good reason to not listen to him anymore. Well, we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
But I would do that too. If I was losing badly, I would also lie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would also say the guy who's beating my ass is a domestic abuser.
Yeah. Well, he's abusing me.
Yeah. Look at what he's doing to me. You think he doesn't do this to his wife?
Yeah. We're friends. Definitely. If you're winning, lie a little because you have the advantage.
Yeah, this makes me think we didn't...
You can bite off a little too much. Why?
This makes me think we didn't take the NickyBato thing far enough.
You think we should have taken it further?
We should have taken it further. Yeah.
Where do you think we should have brought it?
We should have said violent. You should have accused me of something vile.
We should have done
publicly.
That. Yeah. Okay.
Granted, I think it really would have hurt the steam of our movie that we were trying to promote.
I think it would have been... Well, that's the thing. What did it do? Would it have attracted new people?
No, it would not.
It would have turned new people off.
It would have turned everyone
and put it. It would have been really sour for everyone already invested.
We premiere the movie in front of nobody.
Casey said Sabato can stay at my place during the rematch. Thank you, Casey. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Casey. We're gonna have the rematch. Yes, Roman numeral dos.
Let's just do that. Let's start publicly accusing each other of stuff with no evidence.
Dude, that would be like how we used to do like with the Looney Tune deaths, just constantly spamming.
Except it's real life crime.
Real life cries. Well, there would have been protests outside the theater.
You could spin that.
Yeah, that's true.
And we could have spun that as they were trying to cancel us.
Yeah.
And that could have been what united us.
That I always feel like a live integration would be the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gavin would have been devastated.
What would you do if you all these guys pivot to a right-wing audience after there's, how they're always caught doing something heinous, so they pivot to a bunch of people who they know don't have a moral code. Yeah. So there's like, they're trying to cancel me. Yeah. And like cancel is like you raped 7 people. Yeah. Like what if, okay, let's say you didn't do that, but let's say something happened. Would you do the pivot? Like you're talking about your livelihood at that point. Would you do the pivot?
No.
You would live.
What do you mean by life? Wait, what? So you're saying why am I getting this hypothetical now?
No, I'm just saying
if I did something so terrible.
The right does not care about any of that stuff. Yeah. If you can virtue signal as being against woke culture, then you can still make a living doing that. Granted, it comes with the cost of selling your entire soul and a damnation to immediate hell. But while you're here on Earth, you'd still keep making money. Or would you live a life of quiet shame and remorse? I do the first option. I definitely do the pivot.
I don't know. I don't know if I would do either.
Dylan, what would you do?
If it's that desperate that you have to?
Yeah.
Why would it? I feel like you could. I feel like what people do now, or have done, is they just go silent for.
And they come back.
They go silent for 6 months and then just resume as normal. They shed the people who were so close that they need to shed. Yeah. Like let's say, and that's not like. Let's say I did something so terrible. Mm-hmm. We'd have to stop NickyBato, right? Unless you were into it and had my back.
I would be very...
But otherwise, for your livelihood, you would have to distance yourself from it.
I don't know what would be the better play for me, though. Would
You're like, I already got a good thing going. There are other parameters then.
Would I play the I'm so hurt sympathy audience? Or would I play the... fuck Bato, we're gonna keep this show rolling, Yeah. It's gonna be better now that he's gone. Would I do that?
Well, that's the thing, is that you wouldn't know how to.
I guess I could do both.
What do you mean both?
Like I could do sympathy at first.
Sympathy at first?
Shut down the show for like 2 weeks. And then, like how they did.
So that's what I'm saying. We go silent for a little bit and then you come back.
Like how they did House of Cards with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
They continued with whatever her name is.
Or that nasty Andrew Callahan guy.
Yeah.
He just makes videos again.
Yeah.
Freaking sick in the head. And you know what else? That prick Joe Gatto does stand up now. Crazy. Saw on Instagram.
The theory with Joe Gatto is that he was about to be canceled, so he took himself out of the limelight.
Yeah.
Because there are some very suspect text messages that popped up.
Yeah.
That never hit like mainstream news, but it was like floating around the internet.
That I feel is crazy because I feel like we've all seen them or at least heard of it.
Yeah, but that show's been on for so long that maybe they've aged, to the point where they were brought up again.
Craziness. But that's the whole thing, is like he let it live on with Sal Bird and Q or whatever.
Dylan's range is funny. He says, if you're above 2,000 Twitter followers to under 1 million, you definitely got a right. Do you think, Dylan, if you're over 1 million, are you too famous to pull that off?
That is, well, if you're over 1 million, dude, if you're like, Cristiano Ronaldo's getting away with rape, dude. You know what I mean? He still plays soccer every day.
I guess if you're A-list to the point, like it didn't touch his career because he's too famous.
Yeah.
But if you're famous for like 10 years, super famous, You gotta have enough money in the bank in case you need to disappear for the rest of your life.
I don't like any of this because this is all like, say we did this crime.
No,
you know?
no.
This is like, I don't like.
Oh, Dylan's saying above that you're uncancelable.
Word.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Like Drake doesn't have to do it.
Drake's gonna die though, I feel.
Do you think Drake's gonna die now?
think I'm not speaking this into existence, and I don't want it to happen.
You've done this before too.
But I don't see a happy ending to this.
You've called people dying before.
Who did I call?
I don't remember.
If all
We need the NickyBato stand because
I
feel
did
like
call it before.
we were talking about someone and then they died the next week. I don't know if it was Bob Barker or the other person. Was it
Betty
Bob
White.
Barker? It was Bob Barker, or was it Betty White? No,
White.
Betty White was already in the
Oh,
magazine.
she's already dead.
And I think it was Bob Barker.
Yeah, we did.
I think we called it.
That was less of a tragic death.
That's true. Oh, it was Betty. It was one of them. And Henry Kissinger. Yeah, it's pretty scary that right now.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's not fun anymore.
but you do sort of still love it.
Yes.
You love it.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? I had it's gonna be a little ridiculous. But you know how all the time travel movies are always obsessed where you can't have two of you in the same timeline? Why?
I don't know.
Right? And they're like, and then people are like trying to do a gymnastic where they're like, oh, well, what if they never meet each other? And it's like, why?
What if they did?
What if they did?
What would happen?
Have you ever heard of it? It already exists. It's called twins. Two of the same people can be in one time. What would it hurt? You've traveled through
Yeah.
time, you know? Why does one of you have to die now?
I don't think. Sorry, I was gonna pivot to something else. It's about your topic. We'll stay on your topic for a sec because I have a very mean thought about twins. I need to get off. But anyway,
All right.
if I saw a guy who looked like me, you know what it would do? Looked exactly like me.
Yeah.
It would freak me out for like a day, and then I'd forget about it.
Right.
Or like it would actually would you use that to your advantage? Having two of you?
Yeah.
Like you could have a full-time job where you each only have to work 4 hours.
Yeah.
It taps in.
There's so many cool things you can do. Yeah.
It wouldn't rupture
You
the
have to-
universe though, like how they try to play it. Like...
Right. Exactly. It's only benefits. This is what I was like.
Wait, Ollie, did he really? Drake dropped the hard part 6? Is that a joke?
Oh boy. While you were saying all that, I pulled up the Napoleon print.
That's me.
Yeah. If there was someone who looked just like me.
Okay, you know when twins,
Yeah.
like it's cute that they're twins when they're kids, and they
Yeah.
like have matching outfits. But the outfits are because their parents are buying their clothes.
Right.
That's why they have matching outfits.
Yeah.
You know, like adult twins.
Yeah.
I should never see that.
What, the matching
I
outfit?
should never see the matching outfits.
Exists?
I should also not know
Definitely.
that you're a twin until I know a little bit about you.
Dude, that's the thing, yeah, because like they don't look that much alike with fully formed.
And it
like...
can't be part of your personality that you're
Yeah.
a fucking twin. You know, be your own person.
Ugh.
Adult twins freak me out. I
Adult
think
twins.
I do think there should be a certain age where one of you has to maybe get exiled.
Yeah.
You don't have to die, but you gotta be exiled. It's fucking freaky
Right.
to have adult twins.
And maybe that's the point that the timeline movie should be hammering.
They
home
should
is
be
that,
hammering
like
that.
one person will be fucking cool,
Yeah.
and the other one's gonna be a Nimrod. Like,
the message of time travel movies are that twins are a blight on humanity. They're defective.
yeah, no one's ever gotten it before us.
There is a you could read those messages like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I would interpret it.
Yeah, and I think it's sensible.
It's cute when you're a kid.
Cute.
Oh, but eventually
Yeah,
you gotta be your own person.
and we need that for child acting.
You know what it is? They act like they're one guy.
Yeah.
Adult twins.
Yeah,
They act like they're one fucking guy.
it's weird.
Oh man. If your partner cheats on you with your twin, I don't think I could blame them. Because you're
What do you
attracted
mean?
to me, why wouldn't you be attracted to him? We look exactly alike.
Okay, but I don't think you have to question it making sense. I think that maybe there will be a moral obligation.
Yeah, that's true.
There's been a breach here.
But that's a great alibi. She could say it was a mistake. I thought it was you.
It is a fantastic, yeah. Get out.
Then I would press my brother, like, what, you didn't say anything?
Yeah.
You didn't say, you know this is not Nick, right?
I thought I was you. That's a pretty good one. Dude, what about Cody and Zach? The Hellions when they were children, and now they're heathens.
Adorable.
Self-declared.
Adorable when they were kids.
Adorable.
Now it's fucking freaky.
They never looked right.
Or one of you needs to get much fatter than the other one.
You think that'll do it?
If you have like a strong one and a weak one, yeah. You can't look exactly alike. You can't have matching outfits as an adult.
You know
Come
what's
on.
stupid is that there are people that look exactly like other people that aren't twins or aren't related at all, right?
Yeah.
Like,
There's only so much DNA out there.
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's freaky. So what are twins all excited about?
They think it's like a badge of honor.
Ugh. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, get
That's
over
the-
yourself, twins.
God made a mistake. That's what happened.
I think the twins should have to fight as if they were conflicting timeline travelers. That there would be a paradox. There would be there would be an actual paradox if they stuck around. We need to know who's cool and who's not, and who's just overbearing.
Because no one's ever gotten pregnant thinking, I hope I have twins. You know what I mean?
Never. What even is triplets now? I feel like after two, they're like, yeah, don't even fucking worry about looking alike. No one even thinks it. Why doesn't it always move that way? I don't know.
It's always it's just twins.
It's
Because
just twins.
they think they're half a person. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
They've accepted that. That is a good point. There's a trope in media that boy and girl twins always have an incest going on.
Yep. It was in the Game of Thrones.
That's the only example I got.
Same. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Let's see. You said you would have trouble picking yourself out of this list.
Oh yeah, pull that up again. Tag yourself.
Tag yourself.
You know what I
Tag yourself, chat.
I'm looking for like I'm starting here in the attractiveness.
Attractiveness, yeah.
I'm looking for like a 5 to a 7.
5 to a 7.
With other good stats though. What's
With
up
other
with
good
these 5-7s? They don't have good stats.
Stats are terrible. Oh, this is a decent 7.
Yeah, you know what?
This is a decent
24. I'll tag myself.
24.
No, dick's way too big.
21, not bad at all either.
You're 21.
Yeah.
Your stats are juiced.
Mine are juiced. You said pick the best. You said there were no good stats on 7s or 5s. That's a good 7.
Number 9, man. Number 9 might be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's high marks.
Yeah, out of 100 frequency too is like really consistent. This is like a generational talent.
Ollie, are you serious? Did he actually drop that?
We might have to sign off and go listen then.
We are almost at 2 hours.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Everybody tag yourself in the spreadsheet and let us know. Also, number 9 checking it. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you very much, everybody. That's NickyBato for the week. And one more time, shout out to our guest, Jenn. We'll put the chat command one last time in here. Check her out on Twitter, OnlyFans. It'll be in the video description below as well. That's NickyBato for the night. We're going to go listen to the Heart Part 6.
And watch the roast of Tom Brady.
They're doing that?
It's on Netflix tonight.
Oh, my God.